in Payday 2, which I never heard of him being, of course, John Wick. The only reason I know about John Wick is because of Payday 2. It was never about the film. I never even see him marketing until I see, like a milestone for something for the Crime Fest 2014, where they include the John Wick character pack, and well, he's basically free. I don't know if he's like a community thing, which I presume he is. And at the time, he was the 6th playable character in the Payday series, or the 5th playable character in Payday 2, if you count, Houston still taking the name Huxton before the Hudson Breakout heist was added in. That's when we got, well, the original Huxton, and the new Huxton is known as Houston. At first glance, a lot of people did not really like the John Wick character, and there was the whole hashtag kick the Wick, basically to anyone as a client playing in the game as John Wick. They would get kicked by the host immediately because they find it just out of place with this character. Well, enough with the little introduction. Now we're gonna go over the perk deck, which is known for as, well, John Wick the Hitman. Well, he's more of an assassin in the film, but Hitman does fit a much better role than assassin in this game. So what does Hitman do? Well, let's actually look in order. Basic recovery. Your armor recovery rate is increased by 5%. Ambidextrous. Dual-wield weapons have a -16 stability penalty. Your armor recovery rate is increased by additional 10%. Ammo capacity for your kimbo weapons are increased by 50%. Advanced recovery. Your armor recovery is increased by additional 10%. Expert recovery, which is the same thing, you increase your armor recovery by 10%. And Tooth and Claw. Your armor recovery rate is increased by additional 10%. Your armor will cover 1.5 seconds after being broken, no matter what the situation. So, by the look at this perk deck, it's basically a more towards armor recovery and akimbo weapons. And I remember this perk deck when it first came out on the Crime Wave edition, and a little bit glimpse during the PC, is this perk deck also gives you a negative armor, so you actually lose armor for faster armor recovery. And a lot of people did not like that choice, and Overkill didn't like it because not a lot of people choose Hitman because there was just too much of a drawback. So they buffed this, or give it a rework, to remove the armor penalty, and now you can have armor recovery, which is a nice bonus. And I think this one's a little more unique because you get armor recovery regardless of the situation, so you don't worry about being pinned down by a SWAT turret or being shot by a lot of cops as you're trying to run in an open field. You get your armor recovery back in no time. I mean, this sounds like a cool perk deck to use for higher difficulties. Like Death Wish and maybe for DSOD or Death Sentence. But sadly, not really. Probably the main issue is armor recovery doesn't really much matter once your armor gets breaks. They do a lot of damage, and it's not like the armor perk deck where it gets the immunity. Same thing with the anarchist, so it doesn't have anything like this. But the biggest one is definitely the akimbos, and so we're gonna use as for the skills. Of course, this is another pistol build similar to Rogue. So simple, same same skills I always have. Now I do have one person did ask, quick fix with medic bags is useless. Now the reason I picked this over painkillers, well, first of all, I'm showing this with playing with AI, and not only that, I like the fact I can decrease my deploy time quicker, just in case I need to get deploy a Dr. Packer and patch myself up in a pinch once I get gray screen. Because that extra second does make a huge difference. As opposed to, you know, I deploy such a long time, but just before I'm about to patch up, a cop shoves me out of the way from range of a Dr. Bag, and I get shot one more, activate Swan Song, and I'm not long for this world, and then I go into custody. And also, I don't go down as much. Is that crewmen do to everybody take less? I mean, sure, I didn't really read much with this skill, but at the same time, I expect a lot of the people to play DS so they try to survive much more longer instead of just wasting a lot of downs. But that's just me. So I went ahead to get some few armor recoveries, few armor, a little bit tankiness, few weapon stat skills, a few parkour skills, few movement skills, crits, and of course the biggest one is the gunslinger subtree. Got every pistol skill except for have all of them ace except for trigger happy, which I only get the basic. And of course, with the akimbo skill pairs with the ambidextrous skill with the Hitman, so I basically get an extra 100% and plus I remove all stability, so I don't have to worry about stability. And here's the weapon choice. So this is also the first introduction when we had akimboed weapons. Mostly pistol at the time, before they had SMGs and shotguns. There was only a select few, I think only 4 of them were added to it. It was basically the akimboed Desert Eagles, the M9s, the M1911s, and the newest one here, the Glock 26. And as the attachment as follows, well, this is supposed to be his signature weapon choice, they give it to him. But it just looks weird. Anyway, I have the flash hider, a concealment boost, a micro laser, which looks really weird when they add that thing to attach a gadget. The platypus grip, the striking body kit, the extended mags, where before it only had this magazine, but in a later update they actually give it the same Glock magazine to use for all the other Glock pistols. So it'll definitely help out from the usual, you know, 10 round. Now it's much more better. And the striking slide. But to me, his secondary is probably where he's most recognizable of his weapon of choice, and probably his favorite, even throughout the whole of his films. The HK P30 pistol. And the attachments I have are as follows. I have the flash hider, a concealment boost, micro laser, extended mags, and the trinium sights, which are essentially night sights, and they're red, so it gives you 4 accuracy and with no downside, so that's good. Pretty straightforward. I have the concussion grenade, buzzer, Dr. Bag. So that's basically about it, the build. Now it's time to finish it. What a better way to play as John Wick by saving his best pal Jerome in Brooklyn 1010, and I'm playing on the Death Wish difficulty because it doesn't work well on death sentence. The reason for it is, well, they do a lot of damage. They break your armor, and the armor recovery, they will shoot you fast before your 1.05 seconds kicks in, so I'm playing with original, so here we go.
Got him!
Police en route, coming in fast. Get that sniper!
Sniper! Sniper's history. Kill them all!
I'm glad you showed up. As you can see, I need some help here.
Clear the street for Jerome.
Yeah, I would have used a sniper rifle like the Desert Tech or the TR1, but I already covered the Desert Tech sniper rifle in the Chapter 1 build of John Wick. But I will do the Chapter 2 weapons later on. So the Hitman perk deck. I kind of like this perk deck as more of a fun perk deck. It's mainly because I love to pair every total ammo skill I can get.
I need to open these pieces. Give me a minute.
Got it. Drop it.
And you can see my armor goes up really fast, recovers very fast. I think that's even more than having the other armor recovery skill from the armor perk deck and the tank skill combined. However, it's not invincible all the time. But as I was mentioned before I got tased, I love the extra ammo you get with Kimbo. Which the problem with these Kimbos in general is the ammo pickup are just crap. Even for a weapon that has low damage, which usually for a low damage weapon should have at least great ammo pickup, but sadly that's only applied to the solo versions of the weapons and not the akimbo versions. So combining both is really nice. I also pair with fully loaded, and honestly, you probably had way more ammo compared to an LMG, which is usually insane. I mean, it still works good. But, as I recall, I don't ever see John Wick dual wield 2 pistols in the film, not even once. So I'm not really sure why Overkill think John Wick was able to use able to dual wield 2 pistols. I guess they really try to have a little bit of expectation before even watching the actual film in 2014. Okay, funny how Jiro okay able to revive me and not Soko, even though he's the closest.
Let's meet in the building next door.
Works
You
well.
can probably enter from the roof.
Oh, who is it gonna be? Oh, Bulldozer, I heard him. There we go, not bad.
These people don't give up. Let's show them, shall we?
And that's the power of the armor recovery. It's so damn good. Now, I would love to see if they could give it like the immunity to all, like for 2 seconds, just like the armor perk deck, but that would probably make the other perk deck obsolete. But it's just such a good perk deck to run, just for fun. Especially for akimbo weapons, since I don't really rock a lot of akimbo weapons. Mainly just because the... Ooh, that's not good. Alright, I was able to John Wick the cloaker. And Soko, you're not reviving Dallas. What are you doing, man? Soko, are you OD on vodka again? Like, seriously. And the one thing I like about this pistol, the P30, is the way the ammunition reloads. Well, I know this is a little bit fast because I have the skills and the bots, but that's how he reloads the pistol in the film. That was like a more quick tactical reload. Yeah, and that's a problem right there with that Hitman. It's just not that good when your armor breaks. Is that? Did they kill the shield? Oh, that's alive. I pressed R1 to shout. It didn't do any. Oh, come on. Man, you can never catch a break in this area. You just can't. Like, seriously, how is this such a good idea for a game like this? Like, there's really no break for you at all. I mean, seriously, where are these type of police units that you need for the, you know, due to a certain storming a building from yesterday? I mean, I bet these guys are more effective security than what they had in the U.S. Capitol. About to finish with the height.
Cannot use the name too much. Now cuffs.
Hold on, guys. I'm looking for a way out. If you cross the street, you should be able to get out of here.
Oh my god, why are there so many up here?
Give me a medic bag.
Oh my god. Hitman actually saves my life right there, except for this part. God, you can see how fast my recovery went.
Help! Dozer's here!
What the fuck am I aiming at? Wait. Why am I holding my pistol like this? What the f... Oh my god, I mean, I seen, like, invisible weapons that holds nothing. Now I'm holding a pistol like if it was some type of submachine gun. Oh, that's a minigun dozer. I mean, I do have to say, I do have fun with the akimbo weapons. The problem is, it's just the survivability that it has, especially if you're in a more crowded area of the map. If it was like in a close quarters building, like Panic Room or the Diamond, it actually would be probably a much more tolerable perk deck to have. But I can't say the same for the SOD. Man, I am. I'm gonna show push myself up with that kill.
Gotta get those police cars out of the way so the escape van can move in.
Clover!
Oh my god, my camera turned, but thank god I threw the crush grenade. Oh my god. I guess another tip I could give it to you guys is, well, if you're out of ammo, or out of rounds for your weapon, switch to your other one. It's faster than reloading. It makes a lot of difference, believe me.
Fire in the hole!
Well, there we go, and, well, I mean, it's definitely a fun perk deck. After all, the whole point of it is, I don't give a damn of how many downs I went with this perk deck. After all, I just want to show you how fun it is to have with it. I'm pretty sure people could do a better performance with different weapons. But I'm just showing the weapon that they had with the character during the release. As well with the perk deck and also the weapon of choice. Also, in terms of the perk deck that comes with it, with the Hitman, since they have the Kimbo sections, I picked the Kimbo weapons. You don't have to pick the Kimbo weapons to use the Hitman perk deck. You can use any other weapon you want. So if you're not going for the whole pistol skills, you can switch for something else. But I picked this one because it's mainly focused for pistols and Kimbos alone. And of course, if you want to be more nuts with with more ammo, I would pick something else to get rid of. If you're not into, Swang Sung and all this shit, if you want to take a different challenge, you could swap these out and just, oh, there, I need one more skill. Probably get rid of this, and then have this. You get fully loaded, and look at my ammo, my total ammo for Akimbo weapons. That is insane amount of bullets, and in terms of all the Kimbo pistols, which one has the highest overall? Some will reach the 400s and the 400 ones, which I think the highest one is what? 425, which is these things, the Cult Defenders, or better yet, the Glock 18s. Look how much ammo you have. 500 total ammo. It's insane. You should never have any problem with ammo, but the downside with this much ammo, you're not really have good survivability of either health regen or armor. But I will do a video on having this much total ammo for a Kimbo weapon. I'm definitely gonna do it later on, or some of them have other plans. Plus, I want to get back with the series of the whole highest and lowest certain stat of a weapon. After all, a lot of people seem to quite enjoy the series, which I should bring it back. So anyway, that is the let me get his weapon back. Well, this is his the Hitman perk deck. Thank you for watching, everyone. Until next time, farewell and have a wonderful day, everyone.